And here we go.
And we are live. Oh, okay, Hound. Yeah, you know what? Tonight I thought, why not hop on, do a little bit of DIY with you guys, and, just chill for a little bit. Tiffany's at work, got the house to myself, and got nothing to get in trouble with, so might as well just hop in the lab and make some liquid. Let's change this background, given that we're on a DIY in the Times night. Or, well, a DIY with Professor Minuteman. Let's see. Let's go to my virtual background. And I should have my lab. Yep, there's my lab. I forgot to change it. Oh, well. But how is everybody doing this evening? It is a great night. It is midnight. And it is a great time to be a DIYer, honestly. I mean, with everything that we have going on, right now it's good to DIY. It's good to learn how to DIY. And that's part of the reason I'm here at least one. I've been trying to get back into it, trying to do it at least once a week. NVR Live will actually probably be Tuesday night because we have a lot of issues that we are doing some investigative journalism on, and we want to give you guys the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Hey Josh, good to see you. So probably Tuesday night, about 10:30, we'll probably do the show, or if I can talk Jen into it, maybe Monday night. As long as we find out that Bruce and Jerry aren't doing their show, maybe we'll do our show that night. Because we'll be able to do it at 10 and a lot of issues. But how is everybody? Woo! Vape Box will be coming in this month. Last month, I got it, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. The last few weeks, I've just been in a blah period again. But I'm getting back up the oomph to do it. In all honesty, being on YouTube, it burns you out. It really does at times. And, I go through those times of getting burnt out. So, yeah, everybody has those times. That's why I've been doing a lot of lives instead of just recording. But, okay, everybody. Just a little bit of a punch about something. Jen did some research, and actually there is more to it with the Gorilla bottles than we thought. As I had stated on the night that we had our dear friend, the Winston man on here, David Gorlitz, I thought that it was a very high probability that the Gorilla bottles would be 100% compliant. Well, there may be some issues with those as well. Jen will go into more detail because she's actually talked to some people, but we may be in some serious trouble with our bottles. Unless something happens in D.C. to counteract that law, we will be in some serious trouble. I'm forewarning you guys. But yeah, Josh, it isn't good. But the thing is, there's a very high probability that when it would negatively affect the vape companies, we may see our bottlers, the bottle companies, get a ton of lawsuits. Because I know when I worked at a vape shop, right after the signing of that law, which we'll go more into this Tuesday night, right after the signing of that law, the vape shops were requiring to see the certification of the companies saying their bottles were certified and that they were totally legal. With this other issue that just came in about the flow restriction, it could cause some serious issues both on the shop level and then the shops suing the liquid companies, and then the liquid companies having to recall every bit of theirs, and then the liquid companies suing their bottling companies. It will flow downhill like you would not believe, and it will totally hit. The initial hit will be on the vape shops, distributors, and manufacturers. Then you'll see the bottle companies having the issue. So it's going to roll downhill. It really will. But this isn't an advocacy show. This isn't a legal show. But I wanted to get that out. Let you guys know that my original thoughts that they could be compliant, and I'm 90% sure that's how I worded them that night, that they could be compliant. There was a very good chance they could be compliant, and that's why people were switching to them. That idea could be totally out the window from things that we're hearing from different different bottle makers. And the only reason I said that was because of where I worked in the shop, and we were getting a lot of Gorilla bottles at that time. But for DIY, we'll still have these. We'll still have glass bottles for DIY. We'll still have all the other bottles for DIY. Just when it comes to on sale, you won't see many being in glass or bullet bottles after this. Even these bullets were having issues at that time, but that's beside the point. There was ways they were getting around it, which was a little sly of a way, which we'll talk about that Tuesday. But to what we are doing, and yeah, Josh, that's a lot of product loss if that happens. So it's going to cause issues. It really will. And it could be the death of the industry. I hate to say it. It really could. But let's get into it. Tonight, I believe, you know what? I've been doing desserts the last few shows. Why not do another dessert? And, because it seems like a lot of times desserts are the ones that people love. I mean, in all honesty, people will jump at a dessert vape a lot faster than they'll jump at any other vape. And this one, again, is one that's just going to be out of my mind. Oh, before we get into that one, I have a little do as I say, don't do as I do for you guys. Because this mixer I have, it's an amazing thing to do, but if you forget, you can have an issue. I had an issue this past week or so. One night, I came up here because I wanted to get it mixed a little more and everything else. And now I can't find my mixing bar. I might have to order a new one, because I bet you I accidentally dumped that one out. Well, I think I dumped it out. Because I haven't made any liquid since then. I'll check my bathroom. But, okay, here's what I was going to tell you. I put it on the mix to heat up and get it to where it would mix again. And I burnt the e-liquid. Yes, I did. I left that sucker on for at least a day. By accident. And this is what happened to my bottle. I've got to take this and I've got to really scrub it out. Because it is bad. I literally came in here and I saw that top popped up and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. So, do as I say, don't do as I do. If you get one of these, you have to be careful. Just use it enough to heat it up, to make it thin, and then turn it off. And don't walk away from it, because that's what happened that day. I was doing it, got a call, walked away from it, and forgot about it. That had to be what happened, because normally I'm good at that. The second I see it mixing well, I would turn it off. But, so tonight I'm going to be going back to the old-fashioned way. Just for tonight. But, like I said, tonight's going to be a pineapple upside down cake. I know personally, I love pineapple upside down cake. And most of what I like to eat, I like to vape. So, you know, that's the difference too. A lot of people, they don't like to vape what they like to eat. And they don't like to eat what they like to vape. Me, I like to eat and vape everything. Equally. I am an equal opportunity vapor. You've heard of equal opportunity companies? Well, I'm an equal opportunity vapor. I give every liquid an equal opportunity to survive in my arsenal. So, I'm going to pop this up, bring up ELR, I'll go ahead and get ready to create a recipe, and then I'll share the screen. Okay, it should be showing the correct screen. Yes, it is. Let me throw this over here. Okay. That way I can actually watch the screen, because I like to watch who all's watching and things like that. I'm still watching the chat as well, so make sure to chat. I love chatting with you guys, you know that. But tonight's recipe is actually going to be a very easy recipe. I'm going to make 120 mils. At 6 milligram, nicotine strength 100, VG 100%. And let's see. We are going to use Caramel Original, Yellow Cake. I have pineapple. And believe it or not, guys, that's going to be it. I'm going to make this a very simple recipe. One of the first in a while that I have not used Bavarian cream. Ooh, that sounds good, Josh. It sounds really good, actually. But, okay, we're going to add DX Caramel. From TFA. For some reason, I'm not finding it. I don't know why. I thought last week it came up. Let's try searching it as DX. Ah, there it is. I see it. And I'm actually going to use 4% of that. Then I'm going to do a base of yellow cake by Flavor West. And I'm actually going to make that one 10. And then add a flavor. Pineapple by TFA. And I'm going to let's do 6 of it. So this is going to give me an 80-20 blend. And this is one I'm going to let steep for 2 weeks. I'm not, being that it has pineapple, caramel, and yellow cake, I'm going to let it steep. And let's see, what should it be named? Cheech and Chong. That's what it's going to be named, Cheech and Chong. And if you watched The Masked Singer, you will know where I got that name. Why I'm naming a pineapple and not something else, Cheech and Chong. So, you know what? Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and make this one. Okay. Caramel Original gets 9.08, oh no, 4.8 grams. Yellow cake gets 12. Oh my goodness. I do not see how anybody could get 2 milliliters out of one of these bottles. in one squeeze. Even in one of these 20 mils, but they say, or even in one of these 100 mils. But Gorilla says they're not. So, and 7.2 grams of pineapple. Oh man, that hurts my wrist. I really do not see how you could get more than 2 milliliters, or more, get even 2 milliliters out of that bottle in one squeeze. Even at an adult squeeze. And this is straight PG. It's not even a VG mix. Okay. Then lastly, since I'm doing it this way, 9.08 grams of nicotine. But yeah, so, you know, Josh, you were talking about that you made your first raspberry Boston cream. I noticed that you grabbed a lot of clones online off of e-liquid recipes. What do you think of those clones that you grabbed? I'm just curious, because I remember you sent me a picture on Facebook of all the clones that you had grabbed. So I'm curious how they came out. Because, you know, I don't like cloning a lot of liquids just because I prefer to have my own. But that's also because I've done this for so long, I'm able to actually look at it and figure it out. A lot of people can't do that. So, and I understand that. Where you were just starting, you know, that's a good way to get started to learn how the flavors respond. But and I'm sure by now a few of those have steeped long enough that you've got opinions on them. Because I've actually got one that I get to start vaping today that I just made last Friday, or last Sunday. And that's good. Sorry, Caitlin, I keep forgetting that you're watching too, and on a different one, so... Oh my goodness, that is nice. That actually smells like a good pineapple upside down cake. Okay. I'm going to actually try it right now. I'm going to see if it's a shake and vape. Did you guys try any of yours to see if they were shake and vape, like the one that you made tonight? Because it might be a shake and vape. It's always good to try it. I mean, you try it the first night, and if it needs more time, That's going to need more time. Definitely going to need more time. Hey, LabWorks, good to see you. Trust me, I wish I could sit here and mix all day long, but I can't. And today is the 12th. If you're wondering, guys, I bought this when I started making e-liquid. You know what? Let me switch back up to the main camera. That way you guys can see it very well. I bought this. It's a Dymo. It only cost about 15, 20 bucks. It's a great labeler. I mean, literally, I can do anything with labels quickly and have them ready to go. Oh, trust me, LabWorks, I develop them. The only bad part is where we have the issue with the FDA over here, you know, because where I had my own line, but the place closed simply because of California taxes. And it was actually doing really good, but where we can't create any new ones, there's no sense in even doing anything. I mean, because until one or two get a PMTA and we can get the substantial equivalents, it isn't even worth investing in a business here in America right now. Oh, trust me, LabWorks, if you'd see my list of what, I mean, technically I have 20 that I could sell if I wanted to invest. But personally, until I know what's going to happen with the industry in this nation, I ain't investing anything in it. Because I was smart when I first started doing this right before 2016. I went and I sold 20 of mine in the 3 Nick levels in 120 ml bottles and 60 ml bottles just as a backup in case I ever wanted to and in case everything lightened up at any time. But, like I said, until I see a little bit of movement, I ain't investing anything. I mean, call me a hypocrite, but I'm trying to follow the FDA. I don't believe in creating a new recipe every day and selling them here in America. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I might sell one here on the side to a friend for a donation, but I'm not selling it. They're donating money to it. But, oh, it's just crazy here tonight. We were going to do a very special show for the Shoot the Shit, but Jen got commandeered by her son because of tomorrow being Mother's Day, and we weren't able to do it. But let me tell you something. We have a humdinger for Tuesday night. That's as far as I'll go because Jen doesn't want me to spoil the fun. She wants to be here for the fun of it. But you'll know roughly what it's about when the thumbnail goes up Tuesday morning. Because I'm going to try to get it up to Monday night for the thumbnail for Tuesday night. But well, Josh, don't not work overtime just to be here. You know, the thing is, you can always catch it on the replay. I'm honest with you about that because, you know, something where Jen is undergoing chemo, if she isn't feeling good that night, we won't do it. That's what a lot of the NVR Live issues have been, is because, one, where I have such a wonky work schedule. Two, if she's not feeling good, it's kind of hard to do the show. I try sometimes to do them whenever I can, but I prefer to have it with her. Just simply because, you know, she gives me somebody to bounce off of, and it's hard working on my own. And LabWorks, if you ever want to hop in here, just let me know and I'll send you a link. It's open to anybody that wants to hop in. Same for you, Josh. If you ever want to hop in here, especially on DIY Show, feel free. I'm considering opening the phone lines again since certain individuals no longer troll the channel. Because we have a lot of individuals that troll the channel, and those individuals are big YouTubers, which are sad, but it's sad that they troll somebody that has 755 subscribers, but oh well, it happens. But you know what, guys? I'm going to cut it off a little short tonight because I got to be up at 7 to go pick, or well, I got to be up at 6:30 to go pick up Tiffany. So I'm heading out of here, guys. We did make that pineapple upside down cake. I'm probably going to give that one 2 weeks. Hey, Josh, you know, it never hurts. And it's good to have somebody that just began to get your opinion. So anytime you want to hop on, just let me know and I'll send you the link. And, you know, maybe even, like I said, next week I'll open the phone lines, or well, next time, open the phone lines back up and you can always call in. So, because I have the phone lines set on my computer. And when it's just me, I can actually hear the phone lines. Nobody else can ever hear it except for when they watch the show. So when it's other people, it's kind of hard to open the phone lines. But okay, guys, I'm heading out of here. I will see you guys next time.
Nobody panics when things go according to plan. Even if the plan is horrifying, nobody panics. Because it's all part of the plan. Well, then everyone loses their minds.
I seriously need to take that off. Hey, if you like what you've seen here, there's much more to come. Just click one of the 2 boxes up here in the corner. And you know what? If you've liked it, make sure to subscribe. Just click the little button right there. Talk to you later, guys.